Man, so we're here with AJ, coach. How are you, coach? Welcome to New York. I would say, sorry for the incident that we just, every viewer saw it. Eventually, this is, I don't know if that's part of the, thing that they're gonna sell out tickets or.
Listen, they don't like each other. They're going to fight on June the 1st, and it'll be a big fight, and there's plenty of time to prepare. So there's no excuses from either. Miller's got plenty of time to prepare, so it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah. What does it mean for you guys to come over here in this arena, Madison Square Garden, where Ali and all these heavyweight champions they fought in the past?
Anthony's going to get in the ring and do the fighting, so it's special for him. It's Madison Square Garden. Historically, it's huge in boxing, where some of the great fighters have been in the past. So he wants to follow in that vein. He wants to follow in their footsteps. So hopefully, he come give a performance, defend his title successfully, and it'll be a great night. But Miller's a good challenger, and he's going to come prepared.
Well, I know as far as as I see Big Baby Miller, he was pursuing AJ. Finally, he has his shot and everything. For you guys, making this, fight over here in New York, you guys, took time in order to discuss, and come over here, or it was planned,
They were always going to fight. They were always going to fight once they had the altercation 16 months ago, pushing and shoving on the stage. They're both, Josh is a fighter. He'll accept the challenge. So, the talk was, he wanted to fight Dillian Whyte. It's irrelevant. It doesn't make no difference. If you choose to fight somebody and agree to fight, that's who you fight. It doesn't matter if you spoke about fighting somebody before that. That's totally irrelevant.
That's, one thing that, a lot of fans, they were, expecting, some of these fights, because also they expecting, in the future probably doing against Deontay Wilder. What's your thoughts, after, let's say, you guys come up victorious on June 1st?
AJ, beats Wilder on June the 1st, and then he fights Tyson Fury, Wilder. All the great fighters have got to fight each other while they're at their peak. It's no point one fighting one in 4 years' time when one of them's finished. You've got some real good fighters out there. You've got Josh, Miller, you've got Deontay, you've got Tyson. Miller's trying to gate crash that group. There's one or two other fringe fighters coming through, so all the best should fight the best. So obviously Anthony comes through Miller, he'll look to fight Tyson and obviously Deontay, and I'm sure they'll want to fight him as well.
That's some of the future fights that eventually a lot of people want to see it, and we just gotta stay tuned and be ready for June 1st. I think
that's it. Yeah, anything can happen in heavyweight boxing, but he'll be prepared.
Definitely, we want to see the best of AJ and also the best of Big Baby Miller.
So it's a great fight. That's what you want. You want a great fight and move forward in the future. You want to fight people twice, 3 times, then it's a proper fight.
We gotta stay tuned and see.
The Garden itself is ready. Are they ready for this capacity?
I'm not sure, but I know historically it doesn't get any bigger than this venue in the history of this. Everyone talks about it all over the world. So if you're going to come to New York and fight here, you fight someone from New York.
That's where I live now.
An honour for the fighter from New York to be given a chance at the title. But obviously he takes him seriously and he knows he's a real threat, so he'll prepare diligently for him. So they have plenty of time to prepare. So no excuses. Both fighters will be in good shape.
Coach, let's say you guys come up victorious on June 1st. Is there any in the contract maybe a rematch between Big Baby Miller, and probably that fight it will take place in the UK, I guess?
We'll see. We've got to get June the 1st out of the way first.
All right, thank you, Coach. Wishing you the